Hey guys, how are you? Alex, I'm here from the Sartorial Armenian, and today you're probably asking yourselves, Alex, why aren't you in a suit? The reason for that is today I'm going to be showing you how to clean your leather sneakers. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to be talking about today is, how do we actually clean leather sneakers like this? Now this is my pair of New Republic Kurt sneakers in white from Mark McNary. And I've kind of worn these a little bit and they've gotten a little beaten up. So the first thing we want to do is actually, take out the laces of these shoes just to make the cleaning process a little easier for us. Now, while we're doing that, and the first step that we're going to want to do is put in some wooden shoe trees. Now, why are shoe trees important? Now, if you have regular dress shoes at home, you'll know that after you wear your shoes for a while, the sole on the inside tends to get wet and your feet sweat. It's natural. Don't tell me you don't sweat. Everybody sweats in their shoes. But shoe trees help to protect and keep the shape of your shoe. So these are a couple of shoe trees that I have. Stole them from my dad. And simply, actually, it would help if I put in the right foot. These just go in and they kind of form up the shoe. So you can see, without them, right? Now as I put them in, it's going to tighten everything up. So now this can now dry and still keep its shape, and you can minimize the amount of creases, as you can see, that are coming through a little bit. Alright guys, so now that I have the first shoe prepped, let's get the second one prepped here, and we're going to remove those laces as well. Okay, cool. We'll put this shoe tree in as well. Alright. So, first step done, shoe trees are put in. Next step here we're going to do, I've got a bucket of warm water right here. And I just want to get some of the, the heavier dirt off the shoes before using a product called Saddle Soap, which is a type of a leather cleaner that combines some waxes and naturally safe soap basically to go clean and condition the leather on here. So let's just go and take a quick pass. See, a little bit of the dye from the brown has seeped over into. See, I've also scuffed up these plastic soles just a little bit. Just notice now. Walking throughout the city and everything. Now that one's done, we go to the second shoe here. Give this a brief wipe down. We're gonna make these things look good as new. Rag here too. Use that as long as I don't have another paper towel down here, which is fine. You can use anything you want really to go and try and scrub these out. That's working pretty decently, as you can see. Yeah, got some of that out. Just gonna put that to the side now. Now, the next thing we're going to use, so how to kind of prep this saddle soap, you can do it in, one of two ways. I'm going to use both a brush and just a piece of cotton. So this is an old dress shirt that I used to shine my dress shoes. And just rip another piece off. Dip this brush in the water a little bit. Just kind of get that all nice and working. We're gonna open up the saddle soap. And this is what it comes like. It comes with a tin like this. And what I'm actually gonna use, I'm gonna use the other end of the tin here. We're gonna get a little bit of water from that brush that we put in. And then we're just gonna scoop out a little bit of this saddle soap. So just a little amount here, and we're gonna start making a lather. And just like if you were shaving, right, and doing a wet shave and you got the brush and the soap and everything else, that's kind of what you're doing here, is you're building up that lather, and that lather is what's gonna help you get rid of the dirt in the shoes. Let's get a little more soap. There we go. Okay, we got a pretty decent lather built up right now. And now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take this first shoe here and just slowly start mixing it in. Now you can do circles if you want. Don't be afraid to put more soap on. That's what this is here for, to condition and protect the leather. So this is, it's like a bath for the shoe, basically. You don't want to forget the tongue either here. Get a little bit more water, a little bit more soap. Yeah. We'll continue to clean the uppers here. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to save cleaning the sides and the bottoms for last, because I don't want to get all the dirt and grime from the bottom into the uppers of the shoe. So after that one's done, I'm going to set it to the side there. We're going to start on the second one here. On the second one, once again, let's create more of a little... Actually, get a little bit of a tongue here. On these shoes, what I've started to notice a little bit is it looks like the dye that they use on the inside of the like suede lining on the inside here tends to kind of bond to the tongue here. But thankfully you don't see it when you're wearing the shoes. It hides them pretty well, so you don't really have to worry about seeing all that. So I'm gonna let those dry right now, and then we're gonna come back in a couple minutes. We're gonna buff them off, and then we're gonna go clean the bottom. Okay guys, now that we've given these a couple of minutes to kind of just soak into the leather here and dry, I'm going to take another piece of shirting here. Just kind of buff these off quickly. Dry off the excess here. Now that we've done that, first step I want to now do is go and fill up all these bristles with some soap. Alright, like that. Tap of water. We'll start making another ladder, like we did earlier. is pretty well worked up here. Alright. Now, let's take this first shoe. We're going to run it over the sides like this. And once again, make sure to get into that stitching, because that's where a lot of dirt and grime is hiding out. Seems like there's a little outer coating on these shoes on the plastics, not plastic, whatever the soles are made of. They're made out of rubber. Get that dirt out of there. Alrighty. Cool. Alright, rinse off that brush, let that sit for a little bit, and then we're going to come right back and then wipe that off, and then finally we'll do the last step, which is the soles. Okay, so once again, I'm going to wipe off the excess off of both of those shoes. You see the sides are starting to come out a lot cleaner than they were when we first started here. So one thing that I am noticing is if you are interested in these shoes, and my review should be up, so you should have seen that review already, is if you are interested in these shoes, which I highly recommend, there is slight peeling. You can kind of see this residue on the side here, but under it looks pure white, so once that all comes off you should be fine. So you know, these were a bargain shoe, these weren't anything expensive, so these are some of the things you'll probably see with a shoe in this price point. But I mean, for me, you know, as I said, cheap pair of shoes, something that you can wear for a summer, you buy a pair of new ones the next summer. That's how inexpensive these shoes are. So guys, let me wipe off the other one here and we'll get into the wiping of the sole. All right guys, so the final step we have to do here is clean these bottoms. You can see pretty filthy. So let's see if we can help get some of this excess dirt and grit and everything else out of these shoes and brighten them up a little bit. So let's just start scrubbing with the addition of some water. Towel I have here, it's a golf towel. Just wipe all that excess off, and look, the bottoms look pretty good. Once again, let's take it around. A lot cleaner than we started with. I'll put up a before and after shot there. That once again, I'm gonna look at that. Just cleaned them right up. Got a little bit of dirt coming off there. Okay. And the last step here is just to put the laces back in. Now, guys, if you're interested, you can also do one other step before putting the bases back on. If you have a clear shoe polish, this isn't clear, but if you have a clear shoe polish or even a white shoe polish, you put on a little coat here just to brighten them up an extra little bit. It'll go a long way. You only need a little bit to work it in, and these shoes are good to go again. So I think they turned out pretty well for a first cleaning. All right, guys, if you like this video, please give us a like and subscribe to our page on YouTube, as well as follow us on Instagram at the Sartorial Armenian. If you guys are interested to see more videos like this where we clean and or polish shoes, I'd be happy to do them. Just write me a comment or send us a message on Instagram. And we'll go from there. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today, and I hope this video helped you about how you can clean your leather sneakers when they get dirty. Thanks, guys.